everyone, I'm here with my January wrap up, and I read a total of 18 books plus 2 novellas, but I didn't really count the novellas because they're not full out novels. So the first novella that I did read is Please Remain Calm by Courtney Summers, and she is the author of This Is Not a Test, and it's about a zombie post-apocalyptic depression kind of book. It is kind of hard to explain because it's not only a survival book, but it's also a book about mental illness. And this is the sequel told in the point of view of one of the guy characters. And that's all I can really talk about it, because this is really a bridge between that book and I believe there might be others, because this one ended on like a cliffhanger kind of point. So I am really excited if there's going to be more books. I read this in one sitting because it's only about like 100 pages or so. Her writing just really speaks to me, and it's just so gripping. She has a lot of action scenes, so I really enjoyed it. I gave this one a 5 out of 5. Circle by Dave Eggers. This book was really surprising to me. It's really gripping. And the fact of the matter is, it didn't have too much of a plot, but I was just so interested in the company that she was working at and how she was going to like come out in the end. So basically this main character works at this like super high-tech company, and it kind of sounds like Google, to be honest, but this company is really, I don't want to say innovative. Well, maybe they are innovative, but the CEO is like this young guy, and he wears a hoodie, and he's just like really intelligent. And there are 2 other business partners, but they don't really show a lot of those 2. It's more focused on the CEO. He creates this type of technology where everything is on one kind of pass. So let's say your passport, your credit cards, your bank account, your health card, your driver's license is all on one kind of pass. So they have a chip. It's like a futuristic kind of world. They have a chip in the wrist, and it's used everywhere. It's like for payments and to get into like doors, like locked doors and all that stuff. So he's in charge of this entire company, and she ends up working there as a customer service rep, and it just goes from there. The story just gets kind of crazier and crazier, and I can't really divulge enough information because I'll be spoiling it, but I thought it was a really mind-provoking read. Like, it made me think about a real life and how technology plays a big part in it. It's really creepy in a way, but I like the technology that they expand on in the book. I did write a review for this one, so I'm going to post it on Goodreads. The next book is The Taking by Kimberly Derting. This one is an alien. It's not really an invasion. I don't really know if it's an invasion. The entire book, you are really kept in the dark, and I really enjoyed it. It was gripping as well, and I can't say much about it just because there is a little bit of everything. There's action, there's romance, there's the plot that keeps moving, and I basically finished this in like 2 sittings. I liked it so much. I gave that one a 4 out of 5. I had to download The Replaced, which is the second book, and again, it had the same kind of feel and a cliffhanger ending, and I just, oh my god, it was so good. I like the fact that I like the guy in this book, and he just made me laugh, and he's really, I don't know, I want to say swoon-worthy. I gave that one a 4 out of 5 as well. The next book is The Book of Ivy by Amy Engel, and this one, everyone's been loving it, but I didn't really like it so much. I think I had too high of an expectation for it. it kind of dragged on. There was a lot of just like day-to-day kind of living, and the romance, it was just all about the romance. But I did like the world building that was in it. It's in an America where there are two rival families, and one of them becomes in charge of the country, and the other one is apparently the losing side, and she has to go and marry the enemy's son, and he happens to be like this handsome boy, what have you. You know what happens. It's very predictable. That's what I didn't like about it. There wasn't any twists or turns. I gave that one a 3 out of 5. Suspicion by Alexandra Monir. This one is a gothic, I want to say a little bit of paranormal, supernatural romance. It is very heavy on the romance. I didn't really like it as much. I mean, the beginning half was pretty good, and then after that I was just like, okay, there was too much instant love, there was too much, it's too much, like, I don't know, I thought it was a little cheesy, so I gave this one, I think, a 2. Is it a 2? It's a 2 out of 5. This is Falling Into Place by Amy Zhang. I've always wondered if she's the sister of Kat Zhang, who's also a HarperCollins author. I don't know. This one is about a main character who I actually do not really like. She was the bully. She was the mean girl. She was an extremely mean girl, and it was very hard to come from her place, like to read her thoughts and everything. I was trying to be sympathetic, but you know, it is kind of hard to be in that place. I did like the fact that her writing was very excellent. The back and forth between like the past and the present really confused me, because it's always like counting down. The character, the mean girl, is, you know, contemplating on whether to commit suicide or not. So in the beginning you find out stuff and it just goes on from there. I didn't really like it as much just because of the main character, so I gave this one a 3 out of 5. Kill Me Softly by Sarah Cross. This is a retelling of all of the fairy tales, I want to say, because you find out most of the characters are from Grimm's fairy tales, and I thought it was kind of like reading Once Upon a Time, if you guys know that TV show. I just didn't like it as much. Again, it's instant love, instant romance, and I did enjoy the kind of world she built. So it's really literally a book about that TV show. I gave this one a 2 out of 5. Body Electric by Beth Revis. I enjoyed this one. I love her writing. She really knows how to write science fiction and dystopian. This I had to read it for a blog tour, and I'm really glad I did, because I probably would have picked it up, but she just does it again. She just writes in a way where you're just like, I want to know the end. I want to know if everything is resolved. And the one thing that I really liked about it is that this is set on Earth during the Across the Universe books. So this is what's happening on Earth, and the ship, I forgot the ship's name in Across the Universe, but they're still up in space. I had to give this one a 4 out of 5 because I love it so much. This is Mortal Gods by Kendare Blake. This is the second book. The first one is Anti-Goddess. What can I say about this one without spoiling it? I don't know, I didn't really like it as much. I felt like it was just the characters running around and, you know, just trying to decide what is going on with this goddess war, and I think it's more like preparing for battle. I felt it was too much of a second book syndrome, like it was a filler book, and it didn't really expand upon all the characters. I did still enjoy the ending because it really did pick up in the end, but unfortunately I gave this one a 3 out of 5. It wasn't as strong as the first one. Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. Okay, she's becoming one of my favorite contemporary authors. I love this one. I really did. It is such a cute book about friendship and romance and family, but mostly about friendship, and I really like books that focus more on friendship and not so much on romance. This really does rely heavily on two best friends, and I really enjoyed it. It's a really cute journey kind of read. I know it's really thick, but it was a really fast read for me too. I don't know, I just really like the way she writes. It's easy, and it's just easy to relate to. That's what I want to say. And I give this one a 5 out of 5. It's become one of my favorites. Okay, the Birthmark Trilogy by Caragh O'Brien. This is a Birthmark, the first one, Prized, and then Promised. Okay, so what can I say about this one? I think the strongest book out of all of it was the first one. I really enjoyed it. She sets up the world in a way where you're just like, okay, now I know how everything is. In a future, there is a city and it's surrounded by these like thick foot walls. So Gaia actually lives outside with her parents, and she is a midwife. So basically, she takes the babies that are born and gives them to the people on the inside. And this whole society is just so messed up, and I felt like it was very strong. I feel like it's a stronger version than like Sever and Sever and Fever by Lauren DeStefano's. I kind of felt the same way, but this one has a lot more action. I really enjoyed this one the best. I gave this one a 4 out of 5. Prized was a good one. It has a different setting. Each book actually ends up on like a different note, but it does tie into the last book. I think I gave this one a 4, or is it a 3? And then this one was a 3. I think the ending wasn't too strong. I really do like this series though. I really highly recommend it if you like dystopian. And these two books, The Archive by Victoria Schwab, and the second one, The Unbound. The first one, I have to say, reminds me a lot of Meg Cabot's Mediator series. It has the same kind of girl trying to become, you know, normal, but she has this gift or curse, as you want to say. She can guide spirits. I want to say spirits. I forgot the word that they use. There's a whole different world that she uses, and it's very, very fluid and inventive. But the thing is, I read a series like this already, so it wasn't really original, but I did see the way that she makes it her own. I feel like the second book is also a standalone kind of story, so it does end, like the series ends on a good note. It's not a cliffhanger ending either. I do like the two characters. They're very, very character driven, and I thought it was really good. I gave this one a 4 out of 5, and then this one I think a 4 out of 5 as well. So yes, her writing is very excellent. But again, like I said, it's not like the most original idea, but yeah, it's really good. All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven? Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But this book, I don't know. I'm probably the black sheep. I didn't like it very much. I didn't connect with the characters. I know that it's very hard to become in the mindset of someone who is, you know, in a, I want to say bipolar disorder. I think that's what he also has, on top of depression with suicidal thoughts. It was very hard, but I did like him better than Violet. I thought Violet was just there and she was just like a normal teenage girl, but I kind of feel at times she was really selfish, and she just like drops him at some certain point, and I'm just like, why would you do that, you know? Kind of wanted to like throttle her at some points, but it is an okay read. I didn't give it a full 1 star. I gave it a 2 star because the writing is still very good. I am excited to watch the movie though, because I hear that it's with Elle Fanning and Nicholas Hoult. Really love Nicholas, so I want to see him play Finch. The last book I read is Cress by Marissa Meyer. I know I was like a year late in reading this, but I wanted to wait because Ferris and Winter are coming out this year, or Ferris already came out and Winter is coming out this September, or is it? I don't even know. But in fall. I'm just really excited. I love this series. She just expands the world in this one. Even though I didn't really like Cress because she was really, I want to say annoying at points. She's very like damsel in distressy. So it was really hard to read that after you read Cinder and Scarlet, who are very like independent and strong. And I just felt like she was always leaning on Thorn. I have to say that I love Thorn. He's amazing. He's so funny. He's just so cute. I think I like him more than Kai. But my favorite side character, I have to say, is Aiko. She is just so full of life, and I loved her in this one. I give this one a 5 out of 5. That is it for me. I hope you guys have an excellent month as well. Let me know which books you read this month, and maybe I'll check it out. Take care, book nerds.